One way in which feminism is shown to be needed is through a disproportionate amount of comments about appearance that females get on the internet compared to males. What happens is a commenter will leave a comment about a female's appearance, whether it be positive or negative, and these will accumulate across the video until the person has quite a collection of comments merely focused on the appearance of the person in the video rather than the stuff they're saying or the content they're producing. To use one example that I've seen, I watch two gaming channels, OutsideXbox and Outside Xtra, and they have, of their 5 presenters, 2 are female. And these two get an overwhelming amount compared to their male co-presenters of comments exclusively focused on their appearance and nothing else. And whilst the majority of these are just compliments, and they'll just be like, oh, you're beautiful, you're pretty, it's not only a bit creepy, but it also shows the disconnection between the idea that men and women get equal amounts of these comments. It's clearly more women getting this, because the focus of this audience is more drawn to the appearance of the female presenters than the male presenters. And it shows that there is still a need for feminism, because whilst you have an entire group of people commenting exclusively on the appearance of a person and nothing else, and feeling the need to do such a thing, you have people viewing the female presenters for their appearance, and thus ultimately their sexual attraction, than the actual nature of their content. And at heart, someone could say, oh, well, it's just a compliment, but it's dehumanizing in a way, as it allows for the person to view as just a figment of someone else's attraction rather than an actual person creating content. The two people who I'm talking about here are Ellen Rose and Jane Douglas, and these two people clearly hold more than their weight in the field they're in, and are clearly on the level of their male counterparts, yet you see more comments aimed at them about their appearance than you do the males. And some alarmingly creepy, the things I've read are quite odd to read. And certainly if you were making content to be entertaining and to be interesting and funny, it would be pretty disconcerting if you constantly got a stream of comments like this. And given they're quite large channels and they have a lot of fans, it's not a really prevalent issue, and most of the people are fine. But the comments that do appear, which are of a weird focus on appearance, are normally directed at these two, shows that there is still a need for feminism, as this is a sort of thing that's happening against even women, and certainly shouldn't be taken lightly as just compliments. Additionally, these people have spoken out about this before, and spoken about their disdain for receiving weird comments from these people, and clearly it's not fully gone into the minds of everyone, because people are still doing this. And you could say that, oh, well, the average audience of a gaming channel is going to be male and straight. And I think that's a largely ignorant and naive one, because not only does it imply that no woman and no non-straight people watch these channels, which is obviously a lie, it also suggests that men can't control themselves, and that's sexist against men as well as women, because we shouldn't have to say, oh, well, our sexual urges can't be controlled, and we have to write comments. It's that's ridiculous. I would never imagine myself being controlled like that, and I would expect no one else should be either. So to argue that is silly, and ultimately to argue anything but we need to curb the number of comments that these people are getting focused primarily on their appearance is one that defeats the point of combating sexism. And as there are still people who don't see a problem with leaving comments like this, or don't see a need to combat this, there is still a need for feminism. So when you're going to make your argument that, oh, well, feminism is not needed, take a look at your at female people you watch on the internet, and you'll see a disproportionate number of comments about their appearance when compared to their male counterparts. Certainly, the examples I've used, where the males and females are on the same channel, and it's only really the females getting comments about their appearance. Certainly, of the comments that are focused on their appearance, ones that are supposedly compliments, but really the meaning of their character and the meaning of their status as an individual on the platform. And it needs to be spoken about, because whilst most won't do it, there are some who sadly still will do that. And ultimately, it negates the quality of the platform when you disencourage people to perform on the channel, or on the platform even, because of the comments that they will more likely get from their male counterparts. So ultimately, feminism is needed to combat this, as there is still a way to go to lower the amount of abuse and weird comments that females got on the internet.